Hello guys, and this is a user experience of the MG Comet, and I have been driving this car for more than 600 kilometers. Let me tell you some pros and cons of this car. So as usual, we'll start with the pros. So one thing is that this is very easy to drive in the city. I find it very comfortable, very easy to use, and literally you can drive your car with this with one hand. I mean, I won't suggest that, but still you can. It's that simple as what I'm saying. Now, second thing is that it has all the technology. So if you want music, it has music. I mean, FM radio, you want to play music, it has a USB slot. You want Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, wireless, everything it has. Maps, I mean, that is only accessible via the Android Auto or the Apple CarPlay. But I think this, what I'm driving, is a mid variant. The base variant doesn't have the extra or the additional screen. It only has one screen which says what your car is doing, how much power is it taking, all the normal stuff that they do. Now, it can go pretty fast. I mean, when you're in the city, you feel so relaxed. I mean, you don't have to change the gear, all these things. It's kind of stressful for me. But in terms of city use, this car is very easy. Parking, it's a gem of a car because you can find parking anywhere. Wherever you find bike parking, you can park there also. And I'm just joking, but literally that's the case. You can literally park it there. Also, I find this car is also pretty fast. I mean, I have taken this car up to 110, which is a fast speed for a very small car. But think about it, in a city, you don't need to drive at the speed of 100, 120. Come on. Like, if you have 60 or 70, that is more than enough. One of the other reasons I find this car amazing is because of the small size. It is actually smaller than a Nano. It's very small. So if you want to take a sudden U-turn, a quick U-turn, this car can easily do it because the turning radius is very small. Now, in terms of space, people, when you're looking from outside, though it's like less than 3 meters, or I mean, I guess it's less than 3 meters, actually 4 people can sit in. So I'm 6'2". I was able to sit at the back comfortably without any problem. So along with me, there were like 3 other people who were like 6'1", 6'2". They were also able to sit in this car comfortably. Now, the other support of this car at the back seat is not that great. But think about it. You're riding in a city. You don't need to go for long distance. You'll be commuting here and there in nearby places. Under thigh support, again, I'm leaving it up to you to decide whether you need it or not. Inside the cabin or inside this car, I feel this car is very silent, and because of the silence, you don't have so much of stress. I mean, sound gives a lot of people a lot of stress, but for me, I feel that this car is good. It doesn't have so much of sound. And sometimes you feel that you need power in this car. So in that particular time, there are 3 modes you can use. Right now, I'm in the eco mode. So if you want to switch to normal or the sports mode, you can do it. But again, it all depends upon how fast you want to reach. Eco mode is also very powerful. I'm not saying it's completely drains up your power. No, it doesn't do that. It is also powerful. Just that the normal and the sports mode will give you an extra power so that you can just fly a little bit faster. But okay, think about it. Now this car has enough headroom. There's no problem. As I said, I'm like 6.2, and for me, getting into this car and getting off is not a problem. It's not touching my head. Unlike the other MGs, this car doesn't have a sunroof, which I find it's okay. I can get used to it. I mean, who does want to look at the sun when there is traffic in front of you, right? Concentrate on the road. So I'm a person who travels every day close to 30-35 kilometers, and for me, when I'm taking a normal fuel card, it's going to cost me $400 to $500 in the traffic with all the things like ACs, with everything used. Now, with this car, it's actually costing me just 16 rupees. Now that's the actual cost. I'm not over exaggerating it, but this is actual cost. we have been talking about the pros of this car for a very long time, so I think it's time for the cons that all people are waiting for. The first one is that if you don't have a charger at home, you will struggle to find a charger or a charging place. Now the reason for that is because MG has given a slow or a type 2 charger in this electric car. Now type 2 chargers are something that you cannot find in so many places. That's because people believe that they need fast chargers, and all the infrastructure is focusing on creating fast chargers. Now that is a problem. But if you have a charger at home, you're sorted. You don't even have to worry about anything. Now the second problem is that the tires of this car is pretty small. Okay, I mean it's like very, very tiny. I mean you can compare it or you can replace with the tires of an auto. I feel it's that small. So going through potholes, speed breakers, you will get that entire bouncy feel in this car. But like I said, if you're getting used to this particular one, if you're able to manage it, nothing like it. So in the eco mode, this car can go only up to 85. It will not go beyond that. Now in the normal mode, it can push a little bit, another additional 10 kilometers, and it can take you to 95. But in the sports mode is where I have hit till 110. And to be honest, 110 is too fast, especially for this car. You don't find the confidence of riding it 110 for a long time. It doesn't give you any stress and all, but the confidence that you get from the car is kind of less. Again, we can't blame it. It's a small car. It's a city. MG is known for its services, so there is no problem with services of this car. And the service of this car is dirt cheap. When I say dirt, it's literally dirt cheap. So you don't have to worry about the maintenance cost. You don't have a spare wheel in this car. It only has a tire puncture kit, which you can get fixed easily. There's a tubeless tire, and this is not meant to drive very fast as well. Now overall, I am damn satisfied with this car because of the practicality, ease of use. And so if you are also planning to buy this car, do a test drive. Don't think from the cost point of view, think from the practicality point of view. I mean, in terms of cost also, you'll save a lot. But imagine you're buying an Alto here in Bangalore. The Alto is going to cost you some close to 6 lakhs, I feel, the base version. And with that base version, again, you will have to put petrol and all the additional things, service cost included. It'll come around within a year. It will cross whatever amount that you're going to buy. Get this particular car, but that is when your savings will start and the function that this particular car has. Well, that was a user experience review of the MG Comet. If you have any questions or any comments, please drop it down in the comment box below and I will reply back to you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure you like and subscribe this video, and if possible, share it with your friends as well. See you in the next video. Bye.